if you give a damn about money.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to Palapalooza. We're here with Spray Allen, Lonner, Eric, and Wade.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to El Cajon, the anus of San Diego.
That's beautiful here.
The DMV is beautiful.
The DMV is right down the street, yes. A couple of you are originally from the East Coast, correct?
Yes,
Talk a little bit about that, dude, and your history back there.
They have good pizza.
Wade wouldn't agree to that, but yeah.
Better bread out there? Is that a real thing?
Go to Paris. No, definitely not. No. Sourdough out here is way better, but they got the pizza. The sourdough out here, they have way better bread here.
You're good.
We're talking about bagels and pizza.
No, bagels and pizza, not even close. I don't know how this works out because the sourdough out here is amazing, but the bagels and pizza in New York are the business.
It's all about the sauce from Round Table. Speaking of, it's right. Like if you were to be executed, what would your last meal be?
Very last meal, steak and potatoes. How about you guys?
Round Table pizza.
Round Table?
Yep.
My mama's chicken tetrazzini.
Sushi. Some baller sushi.
Eric?
Surf and turf.
Surf and turf? Wade, what's the next question?
Blood of Jesus.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't
switch
mean to,
seats.
Are you running the interview now?
Let's chat about Stay Clean, your debut single. You have a music video out for it right now. I want to talk all about that music video, of course. Who's the devil? Wade, you devil.
Satan.
Wade, you've got some fucking moves.
Thank you.
Are those...
No,
did you train?
No, I watched Taylor Swift, and she taught me those dance moves. Those are all Taylor Swift.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
Oh, shit.
He's got a restraining order on him.
Yeah, I have, yes. I have to
She has a restraining order on
He's
her.
stalking her.
Is that a true story?
I
Yeah.
can't really, I can't.
We won't get into
100%.
So where was that filmed? Your debut music video? Is that up in Esco?
Downtown Esco, yeah.
Escondido Boulevard, yeah. Right by the donut shop, yeah.
And being into video, I was chatting off the mic. That was well done. It's hard to tell where they splice it, where they cut it. It all seems like one shot, but there are a few cuts in there, correct?
Shh. No.
There's a few, I think 3.
It's a one shot.
It's a one shot. Sorry. I blew the fucking secret. Who shot that for you guys? Who was the director and all that?
Jake Frankenfield.
Okay. How'd you guys link up with him?
He was actually, when I went to college in Boston, like as soon as I walked in my dorm, he just walked into my room. He was like, "Hey man, what's going on? Welcome." And so I've known him for a while now, and he moved to LA and he works at BuzzFeed in the video department doing editing videos. He mostly does like those like shareable Instagram, Facebook viral videos and stuff. So he's never done a music video, but he has all this gear and he's hooked us up a lot in LA. We used to, when Lonner and I would be in LA, we'd have nowhere to sleep and stuff. And you know, he'd give us the code for his apartment and we'd walk in 5 in the morning, crash out until noon. And
He's the man.
Yeah, he hooked us up a lot. And so we always wanted to do something together. And we had this idea. Wade just walks in one day. He's like, "Hey, how about I'm just dancing in this costume, in this mascot costume, just down the street." And he just showed me some moves. I'm like, "Yep, that sounds good. We can film that. Let's just do it." So we kind of just pitched it to Jake, and Jake was down.
He pulled off some crazy breakdancing, dude. I don't know how you did that. The pop-up, dude.
Breakdancing move part was definitely channeling DJ Boogie Fresh, I think.
Thank God it wasn't Taylor Swift.
But there are Easter eggs in that video. There's gnarly Easter eggs. You got to look really quickly, and they're very, really, really, really minute seconds of time where those nanoseconds where they happen.
I'll include some in the podcast. Do you want to specify what you're referring to there, or do you want to?
The flash, and definitely look for a
Missing
persons poster.
All right, keep on the lookout, dude.
It was during the child abduction scene, I think.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah, there's a child abduction scene. Yeah, look out for that too.
He's got a tattoo on his chest that says "for the kids."
I know this. You want to show that, Wade? That's a good tat. And Eric, I think you got a new tattoo recently, right? I saw on Insta.
Oh,
is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For the kids.
I got a dolphin right here on my thigh.
Yeah. Do you want to shout out the tattoo artist that hooked that up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jason Fritz.
Jason Fritz.
Hell
man.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite tattoo, Eric?
The one I haven't gotten yet.
There you go. How about you, Wade?
My favorite tattoo is probably the pentagram in the middle of my chest, absolutely.
Lonner, favorite tat?
It was maybe my first tattoos. A little elephant right there. Yeah.
Eric, do you have any tats?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Good for
Clean,
you, bro.
Stay clean.
I take it back. The alien on my back.
Okay, let's see it. Try to get it to this camera over here, over by Evan. Let's see as much skin as we possibly can from you, Wade. There you go.
For real.
When was that done, bro?
That was done as soon as Zeta Reticuli landed.
Who did the tattoo?
Oh, Brent French.
Wow.
Late Brent French.
Or other known as Dirt Stench.
Of Dirt Stench. Absolutely.
So what's the plan for you guys? You got one song out now. Many songs coming, correct?
Yes, sir.
When?
We're gonna drop the next song within the next month.
Our plans are to get a Learjet, and it doesn't matter like if it takes 2 years or 3 years, but
We just want a grand piano in our plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need a room to rent. If anyone out there wants to rent me a room, I'm the guy.
that sounded fucking weird.
And I'm also single.
Are you single right now, Wade?
Yes. Absolutely.
He's the only single person in the band.
And ready to go.
Ready to, have
Ready
some
to
alien babies.
mingle.
Fucking A. Wade Youman single. All right.
So if there are any chicks out there that are weird enough, step on up.
Or dudes.
I don't know
That are
about
weird
dudes.
enough.
Maybe a tranny.
Did you hear that, all you trannies out there?
Woo!
This is exactly where I fucking wanted this interview to go. So thank you. I
think
really
you got,
did.
you got the title for
We're
this
just
interview
getting
right
started.
I feel like it could
here. Wait,
just.
what's your number? What's your phone number?
760-855-132. So you have to guess 9 times for the last.
He only answered the phone anyway.
If your mama raised you proper.
There's some horns in Stay Clean. I wanna shout out. Gabe from No Doubt did those, correct?
Yeah, Gabriel McNair.
How'd you guys link up with Gabe?
He plays with me and Sublime,
Right.
and he lives in Norway, so it's not that easy to get him out here. But I had some dirt on him, so I blackmailed him to come out.
Nice.
to record.
Stu Brooks from Dub Trio also did production on that. He did a little bit of everything.
Bitchin'.
These
Yeah.
Stu Brooks is a really, really, really
Stu Brooks, shout out.
gnarly.
Yeah, he's in Dub Trio.
Yeah, if you
He's
never
an
heard of
absolute
Dub
legend.
Trio before, look him up.
Rad. Was Gabe in studio or did he record that?
No, he came. Yeah, he came in.
came.
the studio.
Yeah,
Sweet.
we were
Sonic
there for
Ranch.
we were in Sonic Ranch in Texas for a month, and the last week we had everything done, but still a lot of the frills to add. And Stu and Gabe came for the last week, and then just went in on a lot of the tracks and brought it to life.
Yeah, and Gabe was actually in. I guess he was playing a Sublime show, and we kidnapped him for a couple days when we were doing all the demos for the record, and came over to the house, and we kind of worked out all the parts.
Oh yeah, he
so-
was literally sleeping. Like he
Yeah,
was,
he'd be like
time
playing
difference,
the keys, and then he'd be like,
falling asleep. I'd be like, yo, he'd be like, oh.
He had jet lag.
Yeah, it was
Little
bad,
jet lag?
Bad jet lag. But
Yeah,
we
he has
got
to fly
all
from
the
Norway
ideas
to
out.
here, man.
Yeah.
Like, every time,
How long of a flight is that?
a long flight.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of flights actually.
yeah,
And whenever Sublime plays a show, like for one show, he has to fly all the way from outside.
Right on. It sounds good. Did he write that riff, or did you guys have that in mind?
When we're recording, nothing's premeditated. Everything happens from the musicians.
Yeah, it's just natural.
it's a lot of freestyle, and we all kind of sit there and we're like, we like this, let's do that again, and
Right.
But yeah, we demoed all most of that stuff out at Eric's house where we were doing all the demos for the album
Right.
with Gabe, and then so when we went to the studio, we kind of knew.
Yeah.
for the
It's
most
totally
part
true
what we
that
were doing.
that Gabe could play in his sleep because he did.
He did.
Yeah, we have to play it back from him. Like, here's what you did. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Didn't remember at all, but it was good because he got to it was so natural to him. He was literally doing it while he was asleep. It's just the first thing that came to his mind.
He's also a great storyteller. He's got a lot of great stories. Yeah, he's really fun. And he makes a mean jerk chicken. It's ridiculous.
Should we call him up?
What time is it in Norway?
It's about
I don't have my
12-hour difference.
telecommunicator on me.
Yeah. You guys are jamming at Eric's house, correct? That's your rehearsal space? You want to talk about that vibe and the chemistry that's building at that pad?
It's just like it's like the Church of Rock and Roll. We just we just wake up and play, and then and if we're if we can't come up with anything, or we're not trying to come up with anything, but a lot of times nothing works out, and we just end up like drinking beer or barbecuing. But other times we come up with all sorts of shit.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of arts and crafts.
What's your longest rehearsal sesh?
A couple days in the desert.
About 2 hours. 48 hours.
Yeah.
Seriously?
No.
Oh.
I mean, we like to go to the desert.
Yeah.
What desert?
We've been to a couple. We've been to
Gordon's
Mojave.
Plains? Okay.
The desert in New York.
New York desert. We came from the New York desert.
The desert. Anywhere you could drive to get to the desert, we're gonna find.
We don't practice like super, I would say, intensely. Like I think that our practice is almost like the live show. I feel like you have to like play. You have to go on tour to like really get
You can't
tight.
take it just too seriously.
Yeah. I mean, if there's something, there's one song, Heaven on My Shoulders, and we didn't really, it was all like electronic produced, so we didn't really have an idea how to do it live. And so that song we played for like 2.5 hours straight until we got it. But besides that, like all the other ones just like kind of come easy. Even like we never played any of these songs acoustic. And then 2 days ago, we're like, yo, we're going to do this podcast. We should probably like practice acoustic.
Yeah, when a band really gets tight anyways, is you get on the road. Yeah, and you play 2 or 3 shows into your tour, and then you're on fire, That's practice.
That's how you get good for any band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep it fun too, because if we just like weren't having fun practicing these songs, like we'd be so sick of them at this point.
And we always have friends over at the house.
And we always have fun.
Yeah.
We always have fun. We never would we play if we weren't having fun.
Run.
If you give a damn about money.
And you mentioned acoustic. You guys are going to jam here shortly. What songs? Do you want to tease those? Tease.
Yeah, we'll play a couple songs.
Whenever I tease, I use those lips. I go, ooh.
You guys are doing Stay Clean, right? I think.
Yeah, we'll play Stay Clean for you guys for show. And Sabotage.
Hell yeah.
Sabotage tonight.
Not the Beastie Boys song.
Sabotage.
Shows coming up. I think you got Vegas, Oceanside, San Pedro, House of Blues, and San Diego, correct?
Yeah, Vegas. We're really excited for Vegas, July 2nd.
Yes, sure.
When is this dropping?
Next Friday, right? After that. So how was Vegas, guys?
Dude, Vegas was crazy. We won $1 million at the casino.
Fuck yeah.
We are signing new
Spending
bands.
on blow.
Is that the drug of choice?
No, I got this good weed right here. This is really
You got some weed?
it's
Yeah,
good.
toke up.
Here.
Feel free. I'm good.
No,
you can have it. You
we
give it to the
do
next
all
guy.
drugs.
Okay,
We don't
toss it.
discriminate.
Thank you. Wade and I had a DMT talk on our COVID phone call.
What's that?
Yeah, we have DMT. We have it now. We could get you into another trance
Oh yeah, like right now.
right now.
Like right now.
You need to be pretty much laying down when you're doing that, right? You
No.
leave your body.
Or on stage playing music.
No, you should be riding a skateboard.
Yeah.
Does it depend on how many hits you take, kind of thing, or?
Depends on the integrity of how you hold it in and that you go about it.
Hey, Wade, you want to tell your shaman story?
Shaman story. Let's
know-
let's hear the shaman story.
Okay, the shaman. One of the shaman stories is like I was about to take a type of DMT. I think it's from a frog poison, and you die, you go out of your body, and like I was talking to a lot of people about this too, like especially women. You get really healed by this, whether it's in the psychic or it's not, or psyche. Anyway, my experience on this one is like I kept referring back. There's an Adam Sandler episode where it's like it's a fart room, like he's farting with the psychologist, and he's like going, he's all sorry, I can't focus when you're doing this.
Right.
And the shaman was like playing acoustic guitar to me, and I just kept, he's all be quiet now. I'm all, everything's gonna be good. I'm all, okay. And then it just all of a sudden it's all, and I just couldn't stop laughing. So like I was just laughing my ass off, and the poor guy was getting so frustrated.
The
because-
shaman is like this quiet dude. He's all
Yeah,
tranquil,
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, all right, hold it in as long as you can. And Wade would go, okay. and breathe it out. He's like, okay, let's try that again.
So you're wasting the
And
medicine.
then he was like, you're wasting my medicine. He starts yelling at him, you know. And at this point, you know, like Lonner's like had just did it, and Lonner's like all tripping out.
I don't think he's a real shaman.
Lonner
He was
can't
talking
move.
about how he
Lonner
gets
can't
road
move. He's just
rage,
like,
too.
it's not really the best vibe when your shaman is yelling at Wade, and Wade's like hysterically laughing.
Hey, the shaman dude said he was getting road rage on the way to my house one time.
Did
Yeah. That's not very
But
shaman.
really, the essence of a shaman is just somebody who kind of guides you through a DMT experience.
This
which
man
Eric
put a
is
loaf
definitely
of
good.
bread on me and told me I was gluten intolerant. He literally took a loaf of bread, put it on me, and goes, "You're gluten intolerant." I go, "Fuck off."
And then he tells he tells Lonner there's all this stuff wrong with him, and he tells Wade, he's like, you're actually like, you're doing great.
Yeah.
Keep farting on me. I love it.
Yeah, he was frustrated.
Lonner's like, I'm not as healthy as Wade right now.
Yeah, right. What are the chances?
But on the flip side of that, there's usually there's a centering of the universe that a person gets by doing it. I would suggest it to anybody.
It's basically like a reset, you know, and
Ego kill.
yeah, it just brings you back down to earth and all that kind of
I
stuff.
would say it's kind of like being an ice cube in a lake, and you just become the lake.
Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that analogy.
You melt into the lake, and then you can't move, and you're just the water kind of washing back and forth in between your boundaries. And first time I did that stuff, I was so freaked out, and I couldn't move at all. So I just started singing because it was the only part of my body that I could move.
And the shaman, and I was lying right next to him, and the shaman was playing guitar and singing. And then I started freaking out in my brain because I heard two voices. Because Lonner started singing, and I thought it was like it was just really creepy.
Wow.
Because Lonner was kind of like imitating it, but kind of like in like a really creepy, like he's about to die way.
This is good shit.
This is good shit. I've never done it. My buddy's super into it. He and his fiance are always doing it and at their pad, and he says the same thing. Like it's sort of for the most part, an awakening sort of experience. He got scared shitless recently. He thought he was fucking dead.
That's what
and he's
happens.
like, dude, I'm not gonna.
You do die.
yeah, but you only think that for 10, 15 minutes or whatever, you know, like.
That is about as long as it lasts, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You feel so good for like days after.
really?
Yeah.
It feels
like
like it's like a shower for your insides.
Yeah.
A scary shower.
a shower for the soul.
Yeah,
But it is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
it's absolutely terrifying.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's completely
Are
terrifying.
you aware of your body at all?
No. You can't feel your arms, at least when you do the 5-MeO DMT, which is the frog secretion.
I mean, you actually become part of the universe, you know, like we are anyways.
Right. Totally.
There's a movie called Enter the Void, and they do a really good job showing you what it's like to do that. That's a gnarly
Or you can listen to a
movie.
Butthole Surfer song, and that's like the same thing.
Which song?
Just about any song off of Peyote Widowmaker.
You guys worked with someone with the Butthole Surfers, correct?
He is the Butthole Surfers.
Paul Leary produced our album.
Awesome.
He's a guitar player,
Cool.
and he's a magician.
A warlock.
To me, a hero
Yeah.
that I got to work with.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Rad. I think we have to bring up the supergroup aspect of this band. Sublime with Rome, you mentioned, Eric. Wade, Unwritten Law, and Sublime, of course. Yes, of course. How'd you guys link up? How'd you guys
He
all link up?
stalks me.
I stalked Eric.
You a stalker?
Yeah.
I wasn't getting along with the band Unwritten Law at the time, and then I heard that Eric was in San Diego, and this being the city that I'm from, I stalked him. Pretty much a friend knew him.
Did
and
you?
Yeah, I knew him
him
from a Warped Tour a long
Yeah,
time
we
ago.
met before.
It worked.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did not like it, but in a funny way, it kind of is. But then, but I knew we would bond.
I'll
It's been about, what,
find
5
you.
years now? 5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still like my good friend, always will be, but also a hero. So it is kind of a thing, and because he's really, really good, and he's really smart. And
As long as he doesn't live with me, I love him to death.
Once again, if you need a roommate, I'm right here. I have odd sleeping hours.
Come back here tonight and Wade's sleeping under the palapa.
Oh yeah. 100%.
He sleeps like once a week or something.
He decides to practice drums at 4 or 5 in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bedroom right above.
And he's playing to Taylor Swift. Best believe that.
Yeah,
You got
right.
a thing with Taylor Swift?
I do.
Show him the tattoo.
I can't really bring that up right now.
Show him the tattoo.
You've got the court order.
I do love her to death, though. I think she's the queen of planet Earth, and much praise to Taylor Swift.
Sure.
And Ariana Grande, too.
That's a Taylor Swift tattoo on his arm. He did that himself.
I did that myself.
Did you?
Absolutely.
Did what Kanye did to her on stage piss you off?
Kanye, I'm going to fuck up.
I'm really happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it in person.
Kanye West is a legend.
Would you say something to Kanye if you saw him?
I'm just going to check him a little bit, dude, when I see him, dude.
Like elbow check him?
A little bit more than that. That was like 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. It's all good. I'm not going to do any threats.
He's still hanging on to it. Yeah. Dudes, so stoked to have you guys on the podcast. We're going to jam with you guys here shortly. Let's do a quick dream segment, all right? We'll dream pleasant thoughts here, all right? Relax. Create a dream bill locally for Friday night. So a couple bands and a venue.
Butthole Surfers, Spray Allen.
Avalanche.
The Mentors and Taylor
No,
Swift.
they're dead.
The live
dead.
ones?
Nah, we're dreaming. You can do dead.
Iggy Pop.
Cool.
Yeah, that's real good.
Presented by
Luscious Plum?
Bill Murray.
What venue?
Anywhere
In the
that
desert.
Bill Murray's
in the
at.
desert, probably. Somewhere near wherever Bill Murray is.
If you could bring a band or musician back from the dead, who would it be?
It'd be
I
Brad.
wouldn't want to bring anybody back from the dead. They're probably having a good time. Yeah.
Bill Hicks.
I'm not going to be the guy.
John Bonham.
There you go. Good answer. If you could party with one
Tiny
musician.
Tim. That's it. Yeah.
Tiny Tim.
Because I need somebody to clear my parties out sometime.
From left field.
Graham Parsons?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Graham Parsons, the Birds.
If you could wave a magic wand and make one band never exist, who would it be?
Never exist?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's a hate.
Where do we start? No,
This is a
I'm
great question.
Where do we start?
It's a little hateful of a question.
It is a
Yeah,
very
not to hate, but who are you guys maybe not too much into?
Who are you going to say?
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting rid of Imagine Dragons.
We actually retired them for a little bit. Them and Nickelback. Yeah, but that's cool.
I get down with Chad Kroger. I heard he parties real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he can suck his own dick.
Does he?
Yeah, he's.
Well, I haven't heard that.
Dick.
Can you?
I taught Tom DeLonge and Mark how to suck their own dicks, dude, actually.
Did you?
Absolutely.
Please elaborate.
At the Berkeley Square parking
Well,
lot.
he can teach you if you want.
We'll talk after.
I reached my back around the thing and showed Tom and Mark how to suck your own dick. And you have to be flexible, and you have to be awesome.
You have to have a big hog.
Yeah, and they were like, oh my gosh.
and that turned into a full-on circle jerk after that.
The band that I don't like, I wouldn't want to wave that wand. I wouldn't want to do that to anybody.
I would have to say Unwritten Law.
Dang, bro.
It's all good.
All right. Any response, Wade?
Absolutely. What's happening in this second is absolutely radical. You know.
Awesome, brother.
Absolutely,
Cool.
man. I back him.
Cool. Where would you guys like to be in 5 years? Last question. Nice chatting with you guys.
Oh, we already
Playing
said that.
Playing with the piano?
On our jet with the grand piano and on our way to a show or on our way back to our house and then to go to another show the next day.
Oh, yeah.
And then so on and so forth.
With a whole new alien species of human being on the planet Earth with the bad part gone and watching the kids just do brilliant art and just evaporate into outer space.
No, but the piano's not really for playing. It's more like a nice surface.
A surface. I see what you mean.
Everybody wear masks forever. The new normal.
I miss the mask.
You said that way. Do you miss masks?
I miss the mask.
Kind of like Halloween there for a little bit, huh?
He never had one though.
Well,
You know how many bodegas I robbed?
why I miss
Can you
the mask.
imagine Wade walking into a bank, right, with a leather jacket, a bandana over his
Right,
face,
dude,
a backwards hat, and sunglasses? It looks like he's about to rob the place. But with COVID, it's like,
This
how can
past year,
help
I
you? How
can't
can I help
imagine
you?
that, bro. Yeah.
It was a really good feeling going into a liquor store, like a bank with a bandana around your mask, just going, walking in there all, wow, this really happening? I'm really gonna rob this motherfucker, dude. You know, but it's like that's got to be the feeling. So that was kind of a cool part, and I just didn't like the tampon.
When you're running out
masks.
a store with a bottle, they can't tell who you are.
Right.
It was very vulnerable and open. So
Get away with some
Free
shenanigans.
tequila.
Yeah.
yeah. Can you imagine what it feels like for like some gangster just be walking into Compton's liquor store with like a red bandana around his fucking head, like legally?
Not in Compton. There's Crips over there.
right, Crips. Yeah, blue at this point, depending on the area.
Or purple, Grape Street. Yeah.
Right. But that's got to be still pretty gnarly. So like, I like to look the positive. It's just having like the maxi pad masks, like like the ones where it's like wet paper in there. Ugh.
He's got papaphobia. Throw a wet paper towel at him, he'll lose his mind.
That's like, I don't even like talking about it. Ugh.
A silver lining with COVID. Definitely shitty. No music.
Well, there's gonna be worse coming. So
If not
like,
for
at least we're
COVID, though,
preparing, you know?
we wouldn't have made the album the way we did, as long as we did. Kind of like being able to lock in for as long as we did. So it's like, it was a blessing in a lot of different ways for us, at least. And now we're like, all right.
Now we need to get out there and play it to the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the excitement of having music back is just got to be unbelievably awesome. Like the kid, I can't wait to be sweaty and have somebody sweaty balls all over me at a concert, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait. That's got to be right. Eric just played a show not too long ago, and it was awesome. Like he said, it's like the appreciation for how important music is.
Right.
Music's everything, man. You know,
What's this, brother?
That's his passport. There,
Holy shit, Wade.
See that picture?
Well, yeah, let's see
lovely.
it. Here, let me see it.
You need a close up for the
That's my 18th passport.
This is your passport?
There's 18.
Holy
waiting.
fuck, where'd it go? Let's see it. Can we show it?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Ah!
Just put your like.
Wade's passport.
Yeah, fuck it. Just show it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I'm not going to put the personal information.
It's all right there.
I'll fucking do
Eric.
This post-production.
Oh, dude, something just fell out. What's that? When you're taking a picture?
I had you actually behind the scenes.
Any plans or talks with Spray Allen jamming with Sublime, or doing any shows with Sublime at all?
I think so, right?
Possibly down the road?
Like right now we're just we're building a fan base, and we got to do a little legwork first before we can do something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
might catch us playing in some of their ticket lines.
Yeah, we're thinking like when years ago I went to go see the Butthole Surfers, and they were playing in the front of line for a concert to get into of what was it, Jesus and Mary Chain and Stone Temple Pilots, like all the grunge bands, and they were playing for free like in the line, and I thought of that, and I was like, we should do that, you know.
That's rad. I'd love to see that. Who are you guys playing with at House of Blues? What's that bill? Do you know?
The Fluorescents.
Yeah, they're a rad.
We're their little sister band.
That little sister.
They're a rad punk band. They're 16.
They're so awesome.
Their drummer's 14, and she
It's harder than me.
smacks the drums.
Rad. I think you mentioned, Wade, that are you managing them or not
No,
quite? You're
no,
just
no,
kind of
no,
you're
no.
helping them out.
In fact,
Yeah.
Definitely not
I
managing
just
them.
became friends with the parents of them because they're little girls, and they're really little, and they're really talented, so we're very extra protective of them. But they're really radical, and they're really good. They're going to be awesome. The drummer, my whole life been waiting for a San Diego band that's girls. I just thought it was cool to get to that patriarchy system, which is
And
what it's
kids
about.
too, right?
Totally.
Kids,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we have a split 7-inch coming with them.
Awesome.
They're really good. They're
Awesome.
really good.
We'll
I'm
drop
really excited for them.
for the House of Blues date, and we did a Dead Boys cover. They did an Avengers cover, and yeah, that'll be coming out in October, late October.
Cool. And they played your Poway Elks show as well, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you guys want to talk about that show? How was that? That was your first show post-COVID, right?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was sick. Wade set it up. Wade went in. Shout out Wade.
I went and was indoctrinated into the Elks Lodge, which I'm not really a big fan of that whole thing, but they were really cool, and they're learning. You know?
They actually just do charity for a lot of.
Yeah, all I had to do was they do charity for a lot of stuff, kind of like and not the Freemasons necessarily, but the Shriners for the kids. Absolutely.
Dope.
And that's what this was about, and they did it, and they pulled it off in Poway, which is great. So much love to Erica and the Poway Elks Lodge for
Yeah, they're very
absolutely
nice.
bringing it and making it happen, and it was really cool. And it was right at the breach of the COVID thing, and they kind of went past their boundaries to make it happen, and they packed it in. And so much love to the Poway Elks Lodge. You know,
Rad. Rad.
it's always cool to have a show in your like hometown. You know, like
Yeah.
And the Mexican spot across the street is banging.
Some good food?
Yeah, they had the fire tacos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'm getting a burrito after this.
Are you? Nice.
Yes.
Hell yes. We're going to jam with Spray Allen here. What's the meaning behind the name? I heard Tim Piles say something, but I wanted to
Look
clarify.
it up on Urban
Just Google
Dictionary.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
All right.
it's
I guess,
really a
should I know this?
galaxy out in the Cygnus X1. There's a solar system where
Or it's something else.
or something else.
One of
I
the
think
two.
it's something else.
One of the two.
Cool. Spray Allen Unplugged coming up next. If you're listening, watch it on YouTube. Pleasure chatting with you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Hope you had fun. Did I miss
Yes.
anything?
No.
No, you're great.
Wonderful.
Open mic.
Yeah, I can't wait for my alien species to eat all the politicians.
Fuck all of the politicians.
Yeah. All the big ones.
Fuck the government.
government.
You are the government.
The government.
Fuck the government.
Yeah.
Every single type of it. Democrats, Republicans, they could all eat a fucking big bag of dicks.
And another thing I could talk to you about, definitely they should be handing out Narcan everywhere. And also, what's the other subject? It's the
should.
homeless youth.
Yeah, and they need more funding for Planned Parenthood.
Laughing gas too.
Much love to Mark Hoppus. He's going to get better, and he's got the power to do that. And I just wanted to put that out there. Love you, brother. Absolutely. Let's see it. Magic. You got this.
We're Spray Allen. This is Stay Clean. Stay clean. You know what I mean. Dirty mama farmer. If you give a damn about money, you shouldn't pick up the phone. Yeah, you can't take nothing from it, darling, in the long haul. All good boys be scared, yeah. Steal that Mustang, I took you for a joyride. And trash the bedroom side to side. Alright, break the bank, get some good loving. Who got the bacon? The kid is starving. If your mama pays the proper, clean up your dirty, do your laundry, na 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 na. Stay clean, you know what I mean. If your mama raised you proper, is something smelling real funky. You might be money hungry, be a dog, Melvin, look for a bone. Ow. Lay in the grass where it's sunny, sunny baby, yeah. All good boys now know, so, whoa. Call up your ex-chick, not nice, independent, alright. Oh, simmer down, sleepless nights. It's the cost of walking on the fault line. If your mama raised you proper, clean up your dirty, do your laundry, na 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 na. Stay clean, you know what I mean. If your mama raised you proper, if your mama raised you proper, if you grew up in the propers, if your mama raised you proper, be a little good grasshopper, yeah. If your mama raised you proper, if you go up in the propers, be a little good grasshopper, cause I know your mama raised you proper. Shout out Danny Way, CEO of Luscious Plum Records. We love you, bro. This is Sabotage.
Fingertips on my back, hit me like an ambient. And I can fall asleep and forget everything. I stood up on the balcony ledge, I got down, cause that's not me. I'm way too scared of heights and grateful. It's the last one, so just be grateful. Wade says, I know the look where you checked out. Don't see the look, but I'm looking now. Don't let those feelings pull you down. Hey, make sure that you put them down in a book. Down for the stars, I see aliens in my garage. I'll try real hard, harvest feelings in the inner part of my mind. It's getting deeper and deeper, the weight's harder to keep up. But fingertips on my back, give me like an ambient. And I can fall asleep and forget everything. I don't wanna die, but a pleasant surprise. It was sabotage, it was just a mirage. Yesterday my heart was ice cold, my eyes pierced another pure soul. I'm sorry. I went to bed with a foggy head, I woke up with a broken ego. 0 to 60 too fast. Why did I yell at my best friend? I blame a good one protecting me while I'm projecting. Driven mad by jealousy. Hourglass and glass of wine, but nothing ever seems to get me by. Like fingertips on my back, give me like an ambient. I can fall asleep and forget everything. I don't wanna die, but a pleasant surprise. It was sabotage, it was just a mirage. Yesterday my heart was ice cold, my eyes pierced another pure soul. I'm sorry. Make the people fall in love again. The world starts to teach you you can be what you want. People fall in love again. Mother Earth starts to teach you you can be what you want. Fingertips on my back, keep me like an ambient. I can fall asleep and forget everything. Fingertips on my back, keep me like an ambient. I can fall asleep and forget everything. I don't wanna die, but a pleasant surprise. It was sabotage, it was just a mirage. Yesterday my heart was ice cold, my eyes pierced another pure soul. I'm sorry. Spray Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hills of Bonsall. Something I was dreaming, running laps around my Paisley Park mind. The crystal light bouncing off the chandelier, and nylon remedies bleeding from your fingertips. The tip of my tongue holds a rattlesnake bite from the hills of Bonsall, the hills of Bonsall, and the one that I lost will take the poison in my vein, the poison in my vein. You were darling, you were innocent, and then I saw you you were dancing in the crypt. The bones are shaking underneath you. I watched and wondered were you a curse or a gift. The tip of my tongue holds a rattlesnake bite from the hills of Bonsall, the hills of Bonsall, and the one that I lost will take the poison in my veins. The poison in my veins, the tip of my tongue holds a rattlesnake bite from the hills of Bonsall, the hills of Bonsall, and the one that I lost will take the poison in my veins. The poison in my veins. The one that I lost, the one that I love. Hills of Bonsall. Hills of Bonsall. Thank you.
Stay clean, you know